bright. First star I see tonight. I wish I may, I wish I might have the wish I wish tonight.
I wish for good grades.
I wish I was better at relationships.
I wish I was an artist.
I wish I had a better relationship with my wife.
I wish for a life full of happiness.
I wish I may, I wish I might have the wish I wish tonight.
Good afternoon. My name is Sherry. This is Beyond Wishful Thinking. Thank you for stopping by to listen. This is my first podcast, so hopefully we will get smoother and better as life goes on, like we do with anything we try. Today, I'm going to talk a little bit about an article, but first of all, I hope you had a great weekend. Mine was super busy. We had lots of people in and out of our home. And so I think Mondays will be a good day for a podcast because hopefully I will have had some conversations and some things that I will have done that get me thinking about the things that are important to me that I'd like to share. I have a business practice of being a life coach, and I've decided that one of the things that would maybe help me reach out to people and share perspectives is through this podcast. So welcome again. Today, I thought I would discuss an article that I read a while ago about the Notre Dame in Paris, France, and how the President Macron would like the roof done by 2024. And it's a very interesting article about some medieval studies of how to do the woodworking that was done back in that time. And there is a castle that was done back in the 13th century. And there are people who have studied how to do that. And they actually have a bit of you can go and visit it and pay to go in. And I guess they've been judged. People think that it's like a tourist trap, and it really is just them wanting to show the craft. And it's been being worked on for 25 years, and they have trained people to do that. And some of these men are trying to convince Macron that they should be the ones who help build this roof. So it's not clear from this article if that is what is going to happen. But the part that I thought was so neat is, I'm going to quote right from the article. We have 25 years experience of cutting, squaring, and hewing wood by hand. It's what we've done every day for 25 years. There are people outside of here who can do it now, but I tell you, they all came here to learn. And then the piece that I thought was so resonating with me was he says that, I have studied 13th century technique for many years, and if we respect the internal form of the tree, the beams will last for 800 years. Gay de Lyon is the castle, is the only place in France, and I believe in Europe, where they build this kind of roof structure in wood. All those who didn't think it was possible didn't know about Gay de Lyon. And so that resonated with me because I thought to keep the internal form of the tree. So it would seem that what they do is there's a little bit, it's a greener wood if you hew it by hand. And the blacksmiths from this castle are actually making the little axes that they're going to do the hewing of this wood for this roof. And so it's just a tender, loving act of something that they learned and they understand is going to make this roof last like the first roof did. And we can't, it says something else in the article that there is no heart in the sawmill. So the sawmill to me represented modern day, where let's just get it done quick, wood's strong, it'll last. And then there's this loving care for the internal heart of the tree. And that ability is what will give the roof its strength. And so I just thought, oh, that is so in line with how I feel. When we think about human beings, we want to have this idea that who are they? What is their internal self? And how can we help build them in a way that they obviously aren't going to last for 800 years, but could they be their best? Could they be at their strongest? And could we take time with people so that people have an ability to be the best that they can be? And maybe we could think of the 800 years in a building. If we're thinking of a human, we could think of stability. We could think of sort of the strength of mind and strength of thought. If we would deal with each person that we come into contact with like those little axes that the blacksmith were going to make specifically to hew these logs for this roof of the Notre Dame. So I just wanted to kind of develop that a little bit, and that's an idea of the perspective that I like, that just sometimes pops into my mind when I read something like that this is a roof on a church. It's beautiful. It was sad to watch how quickly that burnt. And you can certainly go online and find images of that. And to imagine people who love what they do so much that they would like to painstakingly and lovingly rebuild that to its former glory. And then to kind of just lay out for other people that why could we not strive to be like that with our fellow man? That we would use care, that we could maybe even find individual tools that would work for individual people, and that it will take longer, and it mightn't be modern because, as we know, human beings have been around a long time. And as much as we're trying to understand humans more, it's not like we're very unique in some ways. A version of us has existed before. And so we want to just make these versions better, stronger, more capable, more aware, more loved, more accepted. And I would like to think of each of us trying to be a workman who would work on those that we come into contact with and ourselves with the loving kindness that these men are going to put into the roof of the Notre Dame. So that's my little thought for today. Hope you enjoyed it. For more Beyond Wishful Thinking, make sure to subscribe for free on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you're listening right now.